Hey guys, it's Danny. Today we're gonna have a repot and chill type of a video. I need to repot some orchids. Might as well do so on camera while talking about some things that I want to talk to you guys about. So today I want to talk to you about the decision that I took when it comes to my orchids, and also the decisions that we took. Actually, we're a team, me and my fiance. So the decisions we took for the channels, for the orchid channel, for the shorts channel, and so on and so forth, because we had some discussions. All right, so before we start, don't forget to give this video a like, and why not subscribe? It is free, and I post multiple times a week. And if you like what you hear in this video about what direction we have for the orchid channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Right, so first and foremost, the decision that I took for my plants, my orchids. As many of you know, for the past 3 years, this setup of bark and sphagnums has served me pretty well. Much better than all of my other inorganic attempts, which they sound like a dream. An inorganic medium that doesn't break down and you don't need to remove it necessarily from the roots. It sounds pretty good, right? Well, I didn't find something that will work particularly great in my environment. And right now I'm not looking for mediocre. I mean, in the sense of, I'm not looking for something that works, but it's a little hassling. No, I'm actually looking for hassle-free. I'm at that point in my life where I do not want to hassle anymore because I can't afford it time-wise. In the background, obviously, we have some live stuff going on. The lights just came on, so I have a lot more light now. So obviously we have some stuff, personal stuff going on that I need to attend to, and they will last a while, so I want to make my life as easy as possible. Yes, it's easy to put my plants in leca and call it a day. They will do good as long as I water them, and I'm sure a million people do that and it's great, but it's not for me because I just don't have that availability to water. Hence, I need to think up of clever strategies to just not water all that often in this hot environment. So what I have decided is to switch this medium, in which actually all of my orchids are potted in, to a full sphagnum setup. Let me find your representative. There we go. This is a kitty, aka a cattleya. Look how happy she is. Look at this new growth. Very nice. And well, while I can obtain the same results in this setup as well, and many people can obtain this in a various array of different setups, including mounted, this one requires me to water every week and a half, maybe in summer, which is, holy moly, unheard of. It is a full sphagnum setup, and as long as I'm careful, which I am, I mean, I should be after 9 years, right? You should know what I'm doing. So as long as I'm careful, which it's easy for me to be because I understand how it works, I'm good. And I do not need to be in this plant room watering, but I can be in this plant room filming quality stuff or doing something for my mind, like aquariums, which has started to be my break from orchids. We'll get to that. So since it is maintenance repotting time, because in 3 years this bark is, oh boy, it's not looking good. Not on this one, but other orchids. It is time to repot anyway. Why not go for full sphagnum moss? Because I feel good with it, right? So that is the decision that I took with my orchids. It is repotting maintenance time anyway. Not gonna switch them back to this. And the few orchids that I did switch back to this setup, I'm gonna reuse. I'm gonna go back, repot, because I only repotted them for a month or so. I'm gonna go back, reuse all of this medium, put them in a full sphagnum moss setup, which is what I'm doing today, together with you guys, as I'm talking about stuff. So that is the decision that I took, and I'm gonna stick with this as long as I feel like. At some point, if I feel like going back to this, it's okay. One of the things that I want you guys to understand is that everybody uses different techniques to reach the exact same result. All I need here is air and water. In this environment, the water part is a struggle for me because it's just so hot all the time, so windy, so warm, sometimes very dry in summertime. So this is how I achieve a certain balance between air and water. Other people achieve it with other materials or other mixes. In the end, it's all the same. It doesn't matter. You should grow your orchids however you feel like, however you like best, however comfortable it is for you, whatever materials you find in your area, and so on and so forth. That's a big disclaimer, because every time I switch things up to make my life easier and have more time for videos, some people just, I don't know, they go bonkers. So it doesn't matter. You do not have to switch your orchids to moss. Probably you shouldn't, because moss is very good for hot environments. not very good for cool environments. Right, so that's part one of the quote-unquote announcement or decision. If you don't know how I water these orchids though, I'm gonna link you to the video that I did down below. It's the easiest thing. I'm having the good life with this setup. I'm so happy, oh my goodness. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the other thing, the direction of the orchid channel. If you know, I used to have another channel which initially I opened a few years ago for gardening. I thought I could do gardening on the terrace. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Imagine how hot it is on a concrete slate without soil or ground anywhere, where all the time it is windy, and in summer it's not cool wind, it's hot wind. Imagine how dry and hot those pots are. They are 5 times worse than on soil level. Things grow downstairs that will never grow here. Anyway, so being that it was the first time that I was living here in this country, I didn't know how the climate worked. Now I do. And I soon realized after a couple of years, that growing things on the terrace is not a cool idea. Not a good idea at all. Things just don't behave like they should due to how it is. Oh, plus, I cannot drip irrigate on the terrace because I'm gonna flood whoever's underneath. That's a no-no, because I was trying and it didn't end well. I flooded some people. You cannot have 0 water when you water plants, Unless I'm watering them by hand with a can, I cannot really automate them and expect things to not spill. So I gave up the idea of having a gardening channel. So that channel tried to be a sort of a gardening thing, but then this didn't work out, so I tried to make it a sort of a house plant, or actually aquariums things, which aquariums are my food right now because orchids are my job, kind of, and sometimes they can act like a job, and aquariums are like my de-stressor. And it's not a situation I like, but I'm planning to do something about it. So it tried to be an aquarium channel. I named it MissOrchidGirl or whatever. What was I, Aquaman? I don't know. I tried. But see, I already had subscribers that were expecting gardening stuff, and all of a sudden they were getting aquarium stuff. So they weren't watching. Then I just did not have time to continue that because I felt horrible because I was investing time in my food for thought thing, but not time in my work, which are orchids. So I gave that up kinda and focused on orchids, mainly because the orchid setup was not optimized and I had a lot of piss, so it was a whole thing. But then I thought, well, why don't I give houseplants a try? Because again, it's a de-stressor from the job. And I did, but boy oh boy, they're expensive. Those plants that people like to watch are expensive. And you know what? Yes, I have a budget for orchids, but those plants needed more from me. They kind of wanted money from my other stuff, like bills. Oh no, no, we're not going into the bills budget. So I gave that up. Plus I discovered I'm not so interested in many other plants as I am in orchids. They don't really fulfill me, but hey, I tried it. But see, people again were confused. And then I went back to aquariums on that channel and again people were confused. It was a whole clown fiesta. So I shut down that channel because the subscriber base was just so diverse and uninterested, it wasn't even funny. So I shut down that channel and I opened the Shorts channel, which is like a complementary channel to this one. And I'm gonna keep the Shorts channel because I do enjoy it, but I'm not gonna keep it as a Shorts actually. I want to do something else. Let me get a pot, because I'm not gonna reuse this one, and yeah, I'll come back. Hold that thought. Alrighty, so I'm gonna use this pot. It does not matter for me if I have ventilation slits. I have been using ventilation slits for 9 years out of an abundant precaution in this climate. In my other climates in Romania, yeah, they were needed. But here, it was just an abundance of care and precaution. And also, you know, most people do benefit from those slits. So I thought, oh, whatever. But after 6 years of being in this environment, I discovered they're doing me a disservice. They help dry out, which is not what I need. So I'm not gonna put them, but you guys should, most of you at least, because they do help. It's just an overkill for me. Right, so where were we? About the second channel. So on the second Shorts channel, whatever, it will be a second channel, I started to post other stuff, short stuff that I kind of wanted to post here on this channel, but again, the audience was not here for that. So I decided that all of the content that I make and that I film, so that I don't feel guilty that I'm enjoying other stuff without working. You see how this is? Yeah, orchids are work because they're my main source of income. So I decided to post everything on the main channel, including the aquariums, including the other houseplants, and so on and so forth. And I absolutely knew from the beginning that many people will not be interested. Imagine 9 years of people subscribing for orchid tutorials, mainly, not orchid blooms or orchid vlogs or things of the sort, mainly orchid tutorials. That's what this channel is for. Imagine 9 years of subscribers that came here for orchid tutorials all of a sudden are getting other stuff, like aquariums. Yeah, I knew that they will not get such a big response. But I wanted to post them somewhere because it did good for my brain, and it actually helps the orchid stuff for me to like unwind a little bit. So I think I said it in the beginning that for now this is the plan, and we'll see in the future how we're gonna move forward, because I might move those videos. As expected, the response was pretty low, which is fine, but my view of what I should do became much clearer. So optimizing the orchid setups leaves me a lot more time to do other stuff, which is great, and also a lot more time to enjoy my other hobbies, which is also great. However, posting videos on this channel that do not perform is not so great for the subscriber base and for the video itself, because yeah, I might feel good about it, but the video, I kind of doom it from the beginning by not giving it that initial influx of views. And also, people are like, okay, what is this? I want orchids, right? So the decision that we took after not so long consideration, yeah, we took the decision to keep the orchid channel focused on orchids and houseplants, because they kind of go together, they relate, but focus a little bit more on the quality of stuff and on the type of video, and pretty much on making tutorials. And it doesn't matter if I don't post 3 days a week, I only post once or twice. As long as I make that video good, that is what we're looking for. And the second channel will be my outlet of other stuff. It will not necessarily be shorts, it will be shorts, it will be long stuff, but it will be everything that crosses my mind to film, that I feel like I want to film, including aquariums, including orchids. The important stuff with orchids will be here, but like orchid blooms and stuff will be for the second, because nobody watches, I'm sorry, not nobody, but like very few people actively watch those videos, but I still want to do them because it's what we're working for with orchids, right? The blooms. It's funny, nobody wants to see the end result. They want to see, okay, how to fix this or how to obtain flowers, but they don't want to see the proof of that stuff. It's kind of weird. I always want to see the proof of stuff. So moving forward, I'm not sure how often necessarily I will post on this channel, but I want to post tutorials, even if it's tutorials that I did 8 years ago with my phone or hand cam, whatever I had at the time, and the quality sucks, and I feel I can improve them. I want to redo them, I want to refilm them, doing new tutorials, experiments as well. The experiments like the 3DP thing, it will be here. All of these more important videos, they will still be here, and everything else like tiny updates and stuff, they will be on the second channel. I will not call it the shorts anymore because it's not probably gonna be only shorts. It's gonna be the second channel. I'm gonna rename it. Maybe we're gonna go back to one of the previous names. And also the aquarium stuff, which I really like, and I do want to branch out and develop that in the future as well, maybe. Right now we're just playing. I think it deserves a different stage, right? A stage where people might actually be interested in what's going on there. So that's what I will do, and we're gonna start to do this pretty soon. So uploads, not sure how frequent they will be, at least for a while until I figure out all the mechanics. But focus a little bit more on the quality of stuff than the quantity of stuff, which I know I said before, and I always come back to it because I always feel like I'm not doing necessarily what I wanted to do because of fear, mainly. This is my main outlet, you guys. I fear every single day that if I do not meet my posting quota, I'm not gonna be able to pay what I need to pay. But I think it's kind of in my mind, and I think I am focusing on the wrong stuff. That kind of just gives me more work than anything else. So I'm gonna try to focus my time and energy on the stuff that I know almost for a fact will be what people wanna see, which is tutorials. And we'll see how that goes. I'm also gonna probably return some shorts on this channel as well, but like proper shorts, not short videos, vertical videos. Those are shorts with like lightning fast tips, because it's good information. And yeah, people do like shorts, and a lot of people do shorts, sometimes not with the best advice. So might as well do a few shorts with what I believe is quite good advice. Not a whole lot of explanation, maybe link a tutorial that explains more in the description, but focus on tutorial like how-tos, repottings as well. Each repotting can be very educative. They don't need to be rambling repottings without explanations like this one is. This is more of a repot and chill thing. So let's write the date just so we know when we added the new slow release fertilizer, because I cannot pick all the beads. And there we have it. And this orchid should now not give me any more headaches when it comes to watering. Right, so that is what I'm up to. Next are the mini phals, which I just got all of their flower spikes, so they should not dehydrate so fast, but you know, they're still very thirsty because they have a lot of roots. Next are these guys. They shall live in moss and not bother me. All right, so we are done with this orchid. Off camera, I will continue to repot all of the orchids that I have. I have a family of crows outside or in the neighborhood, and each morning they have a lot of things to discuss about and to settle. And sometimes they do so on the roof and I hear them here in the plant room. It's very cute. I love mornings. Alrighty, so that's about it for today. P.S. If you don't know about my shorts or second channel, I always have it linked down below. I also always have links to the products that I use down below. You just need to scroll. Sometimes I get comments from people saying, well, I didn't find what product you used. Scroll down, down. At the bottom, at the very bottom, it is a section that says the products that I use in my plant room or something like that. And I have stuff that I currently use or I like mentioned down there. It's not always linked because sometimes I purchase stuff from places where you guys cannot purchase from. I mean, how many of you can purchase from Cyprus? Maybe 2, right? So it's up to you to see if you have these products available or similar products. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all good. Let me know your thoughts in the description, in the comment section below. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Bye.